Hello, welcome to this week's The Story of a Poor Boy. I'm Mikey.
I'm Matt.
And
you should turn mine silent.
I probably should, yeah. It's literally supposed to tell me Arsenal close to signing a Barcelona winger on loan.
Let's talk about that then.
No, let's not. So what we're going to do this week is obviously Liverpool play Leicester on the Wednesday night. Liverpool haven't played for now 10 days. So we're not going to talk about any previous games. We're just going to look straight forward to the future. Talk about tomorrow night a little bit. Have a little look at some of the transfer rumours that are floating about, because it's silly season after all, and we may as well make the most of it. I kind of
forgot it was silly season, to be honest, because I don't think anything's happened with any club.
Yeah, exactly the same.
As you know, tell a lie, Chelsea got Higuain, didn't they? That's it.
That is literally it. We'll have a look at what Liverpool could probably do with it as well. And we
could have a little laugh about Everton as well.
Yeah, we'll have a little laugh about
teeny tiny
stuff. It's difficult to laugh about a team who got knocked out in the fourth round when you got knocked out in the third.
Yeah, but it's just for manner.
Yeah, I suppose.
And it's just my Everton supporting colleagues at work.
The gulf between Liverpool and Wolves is probably about the same as the gulf between Everton and Millwall, so it probably is comparable. But yeah, let's just talk about tomorrow night first then. So Liverpool at home to Leicester, looking to make it 63 points from 24 games.
That's a lot of points in not many games when you put it that way.
Yep. That's a ridiculous total when you think about it.
We got 60 points in the whole of the 14-15 season, didn't we? No, 15-16, sorry. When Klopp's first season.
Yes, that was
That's
it, yeah.
So many points.
Yep. We're at a point now where I think, we can nearly say top four's nailed. Unless Liverpool collapse completely, top four's pretty nailed on, but we're not past mathematics. Like, we're not far away from
I think we're mathematically safe for relegation, so that's good.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, maybe. Well done. I'll do the maths. Bear with me. No. Let's take it as Liverpool aren't getting relegated this season. Yeah. But I mean, we're slight disadvantage this week. Obviously, Leicester playing a bit. City are playing the night before. So
it's the first time City have played before us in a while as well.
Yeah.
So they can close the gap, as Premier League pundits would like to say, even though they haven't really closed the gap because we will have a game in hand.
Yeah, well, this episode should hopefully go out about 8 o'clock on Tuesday night, so that is literally as Newcastle and City kick off.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
watch the game and listen to this.
Yeah, yeah, do that. We're gonna work on the premise that Man City have
just scored.
Yeah, there you go. So City is 6-0 up already, and we're 1 minute into the game. I think if we work off that premise, Liverpool, just have to win to keep this lead as much as we can. Really.
It's daft focusing on what City do. I think Klopp said in his press conference today, he always expects City to win. He expects them to win tonight. It'd be stupid to focus on their games. We've just got to focus on ours.
Yeah, It is that, but it must be in the back of their minds. They must be looking over at City and just being like,
it must.
There's no chance in my head that Virgil van Dijk's not looked at the fixture list and went, City could slip up there. City could slip up here as well.
True. No, it's in the back of our minds, but I think it's probably more in the back of City's minds.
I reckon about half of our content comes from what a Man City are going to do as well. So I think if we stop thinking about it, our episodes will become a lot shorter.
Probably.
But I mean, Liverpool. Let's just talk about Liverpool and team news wise. So no James Milner suspended. Oxlade-Chamberlain back in training, kicking a ball again.
Yes.
Not quite there for this game.
But he's not going to be quite there for a while yet.
Probably going to be.
If he can get
look at March.
If he can get some minutes before the end of the season, I'll be happy. I don't want to rush him at all in any way.
I think the best thing for Oxlade-Chamberlain would literally just to have missed the season, to be honest, in terms of his long-term career. Obviously for Liverpool it's great to have a midfielder of his quality back. Nearly back. And I feel like he'll be extraordinarily useful when you get to the latter stages of the Champions League. Maybe not the title run-in, but the Champions League more so. Just because you play teams who are a bit more bit more open, a bit more expecting to, have a bit of the ball. When Liverpool don't really come up against many teams in the Premier League who are expecting to keep the ball at all, to be honest. So that kind of open game style will suit Oxlade-Chamberlain a bit more, and it's towards the Champions League.
Yeah, it'd be nice if he can come back in for those, but I'm not really thinking about him as part of the squad for now.
Yeah, that's fair. Joey Gomez also misses out, apparently not far off himself.
Yeah.
There were a couple of doubts this week. Trent Alexander-Arnold looks like he's going to miss the game.
Yeah, he hasn't trained yet, has he?
Yeah. Jurgen Klopp says he will not be ready. Gini Wijnaldum and Virgil van Dijk and Fabinho have all trained this week, which is a bit of a blessing because we thought at least Van Dijk and Fabinho might miss out in this game. I mean, Liverpool are going through a mini injury crisis right now.
Yeah, the defence is quite depleted, isn't it?
There was a good to fair chance that our defence this week was going to end up being like Camacho, Mata, Lovren, Robertson, which is terrifying. Really, think about how good our actual defence can be.
I mean, it still could be that. Like, it really could.
Can't be arsed with dealing with that again, I mean,
let's see Camacho.
Matip and Lovren were never too bad together. It's just
I don't want to see Matip.
Yeah, you just don't want to.
I just really hope Van Dijk's back.
Van Dijk's not missing this game.
Yeah,
and I think Fabinho probably isn't as well. Would you prefer to see if all right? So Alexander-Arnold probably missing out. So let's say that Van Dijk, Wijnaldum, and Fabinho are all fit to start. What team are you going with, basically?
So obviously Robbo, Van Dijk, Lovren. Probably Fabinho right back.
Yeah, that was the main question. Basically, I was hinting.
Yeah, I was thinking. Yeah, Fabinho right back. If Gini's fit, him in midfield with Henderson and Keita.
That's fair. I don't see Keita playing this game.
Shaqiri then?
Stinks of Shaqiri.
Yeah. Okay.
At Anfield against a team like Leicester, who I've just said no one really expects to have a lot of the ball. Leicester will expect to have some of it and enough to create chances.
Yeah, they're a decent team.
Yeah,
and we do have to be wary of Vardy.
Yeah, and
he does love a goal against us.
Yeah, but I mean the reason I mention it though is with Shaqiri in mind. It's just he loves to get in those spaces, look for that ball over the top, balls into the channel. Just classic holding, not holding midfielder, classic attacking midfielder.
Yeah,
kind of role.
Sound
what Coutinho was really.
But you see how shit he is for Barca. It's great, isn't it?
I'll ask you about him in a bit.
Yes. No is the answer.
Yeah, good point. Are you expecting anything from Leicester at all, to be honest, in terms of surprises? I know James Maddison's had a pretty good season up to now.
I don't think they'll be easy. Like they beat City not too long ago, let's not forget. But I don't know. I feel like we've had a not great run of form since then, and then like they're coming to Anfield, and we don't lose at Anfield. We don't even not win at Anfield.
They're a strange team. Leicester,
I'm convinced we'll be fine.
I mean, if you look at their last 6 league games, right, wins against Chelsea, against Man City, and against Everton, decent teams.
Oh yeah.
Losses against Cardiff, Southampton, and Wolves.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's so. I mean, they could turn up and they could have a masterclass against us, and they could take points away from Anfield. But at the same time, Liverpool could knock 7 past these.
Yeah,
if they fancied it. It's a
weird
weird situation. It really is a weird situation. It's like players who are looking to impress the teams above them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it thinks of with Leicester at the moment.
I just hope with the week and a half that we've had off that we've kind of overcome the possible little blip that we had at Palace, like conceding 3 the week before at City. We hadn't conceded 2 goals in a game for so long, and then we concede 2 against City, and then we concede 3 against Palace. I'm hoping that the defence is more up to scratch of what we've seen this season.
Depends on what defence it is.
Well, yeah, it does depend on what defence it is, but like we've still got Alisson, Van Dijk will hopefully be there as well. Just want a bit more stability at the back again.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, it's the old Ferguson quote, isn't it? I suppose good attack wins you games, good defence wins you titles.
Definitely.
And Liverpool, I mean, we're not in this position because we have Salah, Firmino and Mane, although they have helped.
they, you know what, we've scored the exact same amount of goals that we have at this point last season.
Which is fucking outstanding when you
but
think...
we've conceded 15 less.
Yeah, that's outstanding when you actually think about, like... I don't know what numbers Salah's on compared to this point last season. I don't think he's matched it quite. I'm sure he's 20 by this stage.
I think Salah only went mental scoring wise in the second half of the season.
I remember around Christmas he was just unstoppable. Though. Yeah, when he scored that goal against Everton and that kind of thing, it was just unplayable. But yeah, maybe I'm completely making that up. I don't know. It feels like such a long time ago now.
It was.
But yeah, I mean, there's not really much else to say about it really with regards to the Leicester game. I think if Liverpool play their stuff, they'll turn up and they'll win.
Definitely, yeah.
It's one of those.
I'm looking forward to it as well. I've realised this morning I haven't actually been to a game at Anfield since it was quite before Christmas.
Derby? Was it the Derby? Sorry.
No, I won the Derby. I was in Tenerife.
Oh God, yeah. God. Canal.
I haven't been to Anfield in absolutely ages.
Hasn't changed, mate. It's still shite in places and still good in certain other places.
So. We're in one of the shite places this week.
I think I found a new favourite snide place in the corner of the Cop in 202 and 208. When you're right at the back of the twos.
Yeah.
But it's all right up there because everyone's still stood up. So it's still So it's still all right. It's not.
And then you can bang on the wall as well.
No, you can't. don't bang on the wall if you come to Anfield, please, because no one ever gets it in time, and it just fucks the song up completely. I appreciate it's making noise, but and that's all we're really after.
It does put everyone off.
It literally it just lashes everyone off. No one knows what they're doing. So please don't do that. That's Mikey's urgent appeal for this week. But yeah, predictions. Don't say 7-0. Don't say 8-0. Don't say 9-0. Don't say any figures.
6-0.
Sound. I'm fine with 6-0. As I said before, it's actually possible. It depends what Leicester turn up. To be honest, there's no realm in which, in my head anyway, there's no possibility Leicester are turning up and win this game.
No,
purely because they're just too inconsistent. Liverpool are too good at making teams pay for it.
Yeah.
Liverpool have had a lovely break where we've been able to, go out to Dubai, have some lovely warm weather training.
Kill for that.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? Not as part of your job.
Love that right now.
150 grand a week as well for some of them to go out there. Lovely, lovely job.
Imagine warm weather training for a credit risk analyst. That'd be great.
Just crank up the AC.
Sat on me beach with a laptop.
Oh fucking hell! There's no warm weather training for radiation protection, unfortunately. I think I'm going for. I think Leicester do score. Just because.
Yeah, I think they might. I'm going
with
the depleted defence.
I'm going 3-1. I think.
Yeah. My serious prediction. I think 3-1's probably quite sensible. I think it'll be comfortable, but they might score.
Fair enough. So what we're going to do now is we're going to have a little look at some transfer rumours and then laugh at Evan. So the ones that I'm going completely off of Football Whispers this week because it's silly season. They seem to have
Liverpool are in for Lionel Messi.
Basically, yeah. No, Football Whispers, if you don't know, is basically a website that looks through all of the links that. So, for example, if the Daily Star say Liverpool signing Timo Werner, the website has this ranking system where it ranks the possibility of the rumour out of 5, with 5 being basically certain and 1 being 0 being impossible.
Tabloid
never happened.
Garbage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, for example, right now, Aaron Ramsey 4.9 to go to Juventus. So
fair enough,
because he can still get out of that pre-contract agreement. So it is 4.9 for him to go to Juventus. So
what are Arsenal doing letting him go? Absolute madness.
I don't know how much money he's on.
He's one of their best players.
He is, but
their midfield is so bad without him.
Again, I think he is, but it depends entirely on what Unai Emery sees in the future.
True.
If he wants his midfield built a different way, then it's one of those things, isn't it? They do need more midfielders. I think he's confident with Torreira. I think he wants to change shape as well, and I don't know where Ramsey fits into the new shape. So
fair enough.
But Liverpool,
yes.
So our most likely of this week, we shall call it. Just recent whispers. This is so. I'm gonna try and butcher this name. Abdulkadir Amir from Trabzonspor.
Okay.
3.2 out of 5 likelihood. Okay. So this is what you mentioned to me earlier about reports from Turkey saying that Liverpool have agreed a fee for about £20 million, I think it is, something like that, for a winger. I can't really say I've heard much of them, to be honest, other than what Twitter said.
No, but it fits with what I want from the transfer window. I remember in summer I still wanted a young winger to be able to rotate with our front three.
He's 19.
Oh, there you go. I still think we're light in that department because we've got the front three and Shaqiri can fill in, and then we've got Sturridge that can fill in for Firmino, but it lacks a bit of fluidity when those two are in rather than Salah and Firmino or Mane and Firmino. So I do, on my wish list is a young winger. Obviously Pulisic is gone now to Chelsea. So obviously I've had to have a rethink, and maybe Liverpool have had to have a rethink.
I don't think Pulisic was ever in the thinking, to be honest.
No, probably not.
Well, I think he was at one point, and to say ever is stupid, but I think Liverpool were beyond Christian Pulisic very quickly. I think the idea of spending 60 million quid on someone who can't start when he's got two younger wingers starting in front of him is just daft. So fair play to Liverpool for getting out of it. I mean, I haven't even watched any YouTube clips of this kid, so I can't even speculate whether he's a good fit or not. What I would say is I trust Liverpool completely with whoever they sign. So that's the message you're going to take. You're going to hear a lot of with this. Is I trust Liverpool completely with whatever they decide to do with this. I mean, the Turkish press aren't really to be trusted when it comes to transfer rumours. I think we'd signed that Vida from the Croatian
quite a few times in
the summer. So I mean, take that with the biggest of pinches of salt. I don't think it's happening, to be honest, but this one might have a couple of movements in the near future. Adrien Rabiot, 3.2 again. So Rabiot was looking likely to go to Barcelona, looked absolutely nailed on, and then all of a sudden Barcelona have signed Frenkie de Jong for 60 million quid.
Yeah, and it's just kind of fallen through.
And now Rabiot's
he's completely ostracised from the PSG squad. Apparently he's got a lot of suitors, but I think the news story that has sparked the rumours to Liverpool, or maybe not sparked, but intensified the rumours to Liverpool, was apparently he's formally informed Spurs that he's not interested in their offer, because if he goes to the Premier League, he wants to go to Liverpool.
Yeah, I have heard of that myself. He is just waiting for Liverpool to come in.
Which would be nice, but apparently there's a lot of drama with his mum, and I'm not sure if we could be bothered with that.
I think he's posted on Instagram before about how special Anfield is and stuff like that.
He's a Liverpool fan.
Yeah, he's a Liverpool fan, and from that aspect, fair enough. If that's why he's pushing for a move, then fair enough. If he just wants Liverpool, but I thought he was all but set to go to Barcelona a couple of weeks ago. I personally,
Malcolm was all set to go to Roma and ended up at Barcelona.
And Everton. No, I think the issue I've got with signing someone like Rabiot is if you get Rabiot, you get someone who's created for the last 6 months. He's got his ball stuck underneath the cabinet. you get someone who's created for the last 6 months, who's got to a point where PSG just won't play him anymore.
Yeah, no, that's the worry. Klopp is very quick to get rid of any disruptive influences in the dressing room. Like Balotelli was gone, Saka was gone,
Coutinho,
so I don't see us as taking a risk on someone like him if it's got that bad with PSG. I don't see why it'd be different with Liverpool. Obviously he's a fan, maybe he would be on his best behaviour, but when you get Rabiot, it's not just Rabiot you get his entourage, who apparently are an absolute pain.
Yeah, and that always has to be taken into consideration. And the other thing as well is he was very close to Barcelona, to sign up for Barcelona. He obviously fancies a move to Barcelona. What's to stop him creating in a couple of years for that move again?
Yeah, can't be asked for that again.
Exactly, and that's. I mean, if he does it in the next couple of years, we get £100 million. What is it? What's a supplement on top of the deal, isn't it?
True.
That Michael Edwards cleverly negotiated.
Okay.
I should mention as well on this website, it's basically, it has score factors. So basically, going back to Amir before, it's out of 4 things. So is the rumour widely cited? Is player likely to move? Is he a tactical fit? And is he a financial fit? And this has him as a tactical fit and financial fit, whereas Rabiot is likely to move as well as being tactical and financial fit. I could see that happening. I could definitely see that happening.
I could, but I would be a bit wary. Obviously, I do fully trust in everything Liverpool do in the transfer market, but I would be a little bit wary about someone like Rabiot coming in.
Yeah, I'm probably the same, to be honest. I mean, if Klopp has decided that he wants him, then I'm okay with taking that risk as long as Jurgen Klopp is. If Jurgen Klopp thinks he can manage him, that's the other thing as well. There's no real strong managers around him through his career so far. Usually had Unai Emery and Thomas Tuchel at the moment.
Yeah, both wet blankets. Really,
yeah, exactly. So they're not known for putting their arm around the player and making sure that they
unless for Neymar.
Unless they're Neymar, but everyone has to bow down to mighty Neymar, don't they? So the last one, I don't even know where this has come from. It won't be happening, is Marco Asensio, 3.1 out of 5. So it just goes to show that I think Rabiot might happen, but I don't think these two will.
Yeah. I'd have thought Werner would have been on there, because there's been a few whispers about him.
This is just a recent one.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So I was going to list off Timo Werner after that.
Yeah, can we just say the Asensio one's absolute bollocks and move on?
Valued at 90 million quid. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's bollocks.
So the Werner one, rumour widely cited, it's only got a 2.4 out of 5 likelihood apparently.
Yeah, but that'd just be this winter.
Yes,
they won't be selling him this winter. At the minute, what the thing is they're trying to get him to sign a new contract, and they've given him until the end of the season to do so.
The thing that,
if he doesn't sign, they will sell him in summer. That's their thinking.
The thing that properly interests me about Timo Werner as well is apparently the new contract that they offered them will have a £60 million release clause, which is nothing.
It will have a £60 million release clause to certain teams, so like 10 elite teams, right. One of which is us.
Well, I mean,
because they're under no illusions that they're going to keep Timo Werner forever. They know he's going to be going to.
I guarantee Bayern Munich on that list. But I know.
But they're under no illusions that they're going to keep him forever. They know he's going to go to one of these elite clubs at some point.
Yeah.
What they want to do is they want to know. They want to know: are we selling him this summer, or can we get him to stay for another year? Now, obviously, the preference is to sell outside of Germany. They don't want to sell to Dortmund or Munich. And apparently, they're working under the impression that we are huge admirers of him. So, I can see it happening. If Sturridge and Origi are off this summer, we're definitely light attacker-wise.
Definitely.
And then it would also fit my want for a young player, a young quick player that can rotate with the front three, because he can play out on the left and he can play striker, and honestly I think he'd be perfect.
He's only 22 as well.
Yeah.
There's always the chance as well his arrival brings out the best in Naby Keita.
Yeah.
Played very well together for Leipzig in the past.
Yeah. There's a lot of talk about he only performs well with a big man up next to him, but
I don't see that. I think he
performs well with a lot of pace around him.
It depends what you want from a big man as well, doesn't it? Because I mean, Bobby Firmino
does all that.
does pretty much everything that a big man would do anyway. So, behind you there. Yeah, so I'm not too asked about it. About the idea of him not playing with a big man. Sorry, got distracted because I had to let the dog out. Yeah, I mean, the other teams link with him at the moment. Tottenham, Dortmund, it's just not happening. Everton. It just says, all it says is financial fit. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. I don't get it.
But Monsieur doesn't have any money.
Literally all they've said, all Everton have said all transfer window is, we're not buying anyone unless we sell, because we can't afford to. So yeah, that's bollocks. So it just goes to show, like, this
website's crap.
Yeah, this website's crap. It was literally just an idea I had to use it this week. I won't be using it next week. But yeah, I mean, Liverpool, I think we can both sit here and agree now Liverpool won't be doing any business in January.
No, of course
incoming
not.
business anyway. No. So anything we do now would be towards the summer, I guess, more than anything else. Mm-hmm. So if we were to, say, negotiate a transfer now, it would only be for somebody who's going to be coming in ready to start in the new season.
Yeah.
So it is just basically a silly season. So we can talk about these players and just not be asked. Liverpool will link with an 18-year-old from Brescia as well over the week. I can't remember his name. Tonelli, I think his name was. Apparently, Chileno, who used to own Leeds, I think I've got his name right. He's the owner of Brescia, and he's basically said that Liverpool have been sniffing around their young, promising player. But the thing is, all of the comparisons for him are for Andrea Pirlo, and I just can't see an Andrea Pirlo fitting into this Liverpool team ever. So it's a bit weird. And also, they want €30 million for him, and he plays in Serie B, which is just not happening.
No.
It's the equivalent of buying someone from League One for that, and Liverpool just aren't doing that. So yeah, short and sweet about transfer gossip. May as well look at the FA Cup, even though we've said how unasked we are about Liverpool not being in it.
Yep.
But over the weekend there were some upsets. In particular, Everton and West Ham ended up getting knocked out. The West Ham one's probably interesting for Liverpool, to be fair, because we are playing them this weekend.
Yeah.
Obviously. So with an eye on that, it just goes to show they're very similar to Leicester in the fact that you just don't know what you're getting from them.
Yeah, they are just a bit ridiculous. We managed to keep Marko Arnautovic for a bit longer.
Yeah, even they give him a contract extension because they basically turned around to him and went, right, if we get 50 million quid for you, you can go. And he went, fuck. And was like, well, I'm not going then. All right, I'll stay. I mean, fair play to them for saying no. It must be hard to just turn down that kind of money, especially at West Ham's point, because I suppose they're at a transitional period similar to Everton, really.
Yeah.
Where if someone big came in for Lookman now, Everton would have to turn their heads probably, but you never know. So I mean, well, I've mentioned Everton now. May as well talk about them. It's funny, innit?
Yeah.
I mean,
last minute.
Can't
be better.
The game was shite. In terms of Millwall score from 3 set pieces, but what it really nailed down for me is Jordan Pickford is the most overrated goalkeeper in this country by a fucking distance.
Got no control
at all. The first goal, he's off his line, he's in a completely wrong position, and the header loops over him because he's just because he's just wrong. He's just not set at all for it. Then, all right, the second goal, bit of luck, it bounces off an arm, fine, fair enough. The third goal, though, Pickford again, the ball comes into the area, Pickford has 4 men around him in the 6-yard box and just leaves it. He's so overrated, it's scary. And they are absolutely adamant that he's the best thing that's ever happened to them, kind of thing. I think he's comfortably the most overrated goalkeeper in England.
I think he's the best thing that's happened to a Merseyside derby in a while. So
he's made it interesting.
He's made it so funny.
Yeah,
it was even funnier than like when Lucas shot from 40 yards out.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that actually. I don't know. That was good. That was a good day.
That was a good day.
4-0. That was a great day. Yeah, I mean, the one thing that did get thrown up from this game as well is VAR again.
Yeah.
Because as I said, Millwall get a big, huge stroke of luck for the second goal. It comes off the arm of the attacker, but VAR's not there to be used for it because they don't have it in the Championship grounds. They only have it in the Premier League grounds.
Yeah. It is a bit weird that VAR's used in the FA Cup for some games, but not for others.
You only have to look at the Chelsea game. I mean, Chelsea had conceded the penalty, had it taken. Sheffield Wednesday had it taken off of them through VAR, and then Chelsea get a penalty straight afterwards. It was reviewed by VAR, but it was always a pen.
Yeah.
But it's like if VAR hadn't intervened, Sheffield Wednesday might go 1-0 up in that game.
Yeah.
And that's a massive, massive thing. And it's in the same round of the Cup. Do you know what I mean? It's in the same round of the Cup. So basically, one Premier League team's gone from that, and one Premier League team's still in it because of it as well. I just think that there needs to be consistency. It has to be either you use it for all the games or you use it for none.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
It's a bit of a weird one,
It's
really.
just a farce.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of kinks that need ironing out with it. Obviously, we've spoke over the World Cup that we're very much in favour of it.
Oh yeah, I think the technology is great. It just needs to be used in every game.
Yeah, definitely. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's only short. We've only been talking for 31 minutes, but nice, short and simple. It's what happens when Liverpool don't play for 2 weeks. And also we can give Kerry a rest because you can probably hear a dog barking in the background. Thanks very much for listening. Hopefully we'll get something out after Leicester as well at some point. Don't know if it'll be straight after, it'll probably be some other point. But yeah, if you could like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Podbean, Podcast Addict, WordPress. I think that's everything.
You got them.
Well done, me. First go as well. First try. Thanks very much for listening. See you after.
Cheers, guys.